no. This is the whole thing is just us doing things that no one's asked us to
No,
do.
yeah,
We're
that
doing it
we
anyway.
find funny.
Oh, what? I should do a video from the bath? Yeah, I got it.
I'm on it, guys. Don't
Yeah.
worry about this.
Get it.
No one asked. No, it's cool. It's
No,
cool.
I got this.
I'll take it
I
for
got
the
this.
team.
Did you see my bath video?
Everyone else? Hey, everyone, did you see my bath? See my bath? Hey up everyone, and welcome to the Porro Podcast. My name's Will, and with me as ever is Eddy, the 2006 Wicker Man to my 1973 Wicker Man.
Am I Nicolas Cage?
You are Nicolas Cage.
The bees! Not the bees!
Not the bees! No, not the bees!
I've not even seen it, but I've seen that clip.
This is the perfect one. I am the superior film.
Okay.
I am the far better film.
Right.
But ask any fucking Tom, Dick or Harry on the street about the Wicker Man and they're going straight to fucking not the bees.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
You are Nicolas Cage getting stung by bees and going around punching women.
What, is he punching a lot of women in this film?
That's all he fucking does in that film, is punch women.
Alright. Is it on the list?
It is, both of them are on the list.
It's not a domestic abuse film. This is a horror film.
It's a horror film. It's a creepy one, yeah. Well, not the Nick Cage one. Nick Cage was fucking ridiculous. Well, no, it goes like and his is like the island inhabited by women. So the only people he can punch are women.
I wanted to punch somebody else.
Someone's just super cut all of the fucking haymakers he throws at all the ladies, and it's just super. Just like 1 minute clip of just Nicolas Cage beating up women.
Nicolas Cage just strong arming women.
Oh yeah.
It sounds terrible.
Oh man, we should do a Nicolas Cage weekend.
Well, we've just been watching the swear. What was it called? Like the history of swear words.
Oh yeah.
With Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, history of swear words. Yeah, it's so fucking good.
What a great program.
Fucking wonderful.
I mean, why it needed to be made, I have no idea. But
why with Nick Cage?
well, why not? I don't know. Did they just like have like a ridiculous budget given by Netflix? Or like, right, who would be good for this?
But isn't Nick Cage like notoriously like low to get on your like low money? You don't need to give him much money to get on your thing because he's like declared bankruptcy like 3 times already in his life.
No way.
Yeah, he is terrible with his money.
Too many lawsuits for hitting women. But like, he lives in the UK, so can we see if we can get him on the podcast? Like,
Oh my
look,
God.
Nick, there's a 50 quid in it for you. Case of beers.
We'll review Mandy.
Yeah.
You know that film, but we'll review Mandy.
Okay.
And we'll get him on in case case of beer and a tenner.
Nicolas Cage, your agent, if you're listening, hit us up.
Well, we could talk about Nick Cage all day, but we do have work to do, so let's get cracking. This week's homework was to watch the 2014 Eli Roth film Clown. Ooh, you're not happy. Before we do get into it, though, this was obviously a listener request. So, thank you to everyone who put films forward for all of this.
Really good fucking response, actually. Yeah, everybody chucking horrible films left, right, and centre I've never heard of.
Some I have, some I haven't.
Yeah.
Any that you wish you'd have done in front of this?
Yeah, Dennis requested White Chicks.
Did he?
I've heard it's pretty fucking scary. Reverse blackface, like fucking...
Marlon and what's the other Wayans brother?
I don't know, the Wayans brothers.
Marlon and something. The Wayans, yeah.
Fucking...
Those guys are fucking scary. You seen scary movies? Fucking hell. But yeah, so Clown, it was asked for by quite a lot of people, but just to name a few, Miss Molly May, Michael from Wheel of Horror, and Natty Alt, or Natty ATL.
Yeah.
I don't know how that is on Instagram, but thank you so much for the requests. Really, really loved it. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, there was a shitload more on our story, but we can't seem to pull that back and find who wrote it. We're not that tech savvy, but shitloads of votes for Clown, and I don't know why.
Well, it must have something to do with maybe someone let it out that you were afraid of clowns.
Fucking yeah.
Possibly. So, having said that, Clown, Ed, how'd you find it?
Oh, it's stupid, wasn't it? It was fucking stupid from start to finish, and I hated it.
Stupid as in... like an actually fucking idiotic storyline, or did you just literally hate this film because of the clowns? You're like, no, I'm just done. I'm done with this.
Clowns are stupid. The film was stupid. He was stupid. The kid was stupid. It was just, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it from the beginning. I didn't like it before I watched it. I don't like the name. I don't particularly like the name Eli. So don't like the director either.
Poor Eli. Well, let's get into it. So, spoiler alert here.
Nothing says spoiler alert like the nature boy Ric Flair.
Kent is a loving husband and father. He dresses as a clown for his son's birthday using a mysterious costume. You alright there?
There's his first fucking problem, isn't it? Sorry.
Using a mysterious costume he finds locked in a basement. Struggling to remove the outfit, Kent comes to the realisation that the costume is cursed and beginning to take over him, giving him an insatiable appetite for children. It sounds a lot worse.
Could you just say that? Could you just say that last sentence again?
An insatiable appetite for children.
Okay, got it. I mean, and you're questioning me saying this is fucking stupid.
It is, yeah, it's stupid. I might be entirely wrong on this, but I have a feeling that this was like made as a joke trailer, and that Eli Roth then was like, actually, you know what? Fuck this, let's do this as a film. So the film, yeah, as we say, revolves around Kent. So his wife Meg, they're throwing a birthday party for Jack, their little boy. Clown ain't turning up. The clown calls, I've been double booked. I've got someone else's party to attend.
Fucking knobs.
I feel like this is going to be a running theme that you're just going to keep chiming in with fucking shit.
I hate clowns. And it gets my back up how it's entertaining, or how it's entertainment. It's like, she even says it, like, what, the child's fucking 11 or something, and yet he's still got a clown coming for his birthday. His fucking birthday cake is a clown, the fucking fairy cakes, the balloons, everything is a clown.
Yes.
Like, what sick, twisted little bastard... Okay, yeah, and his hand goes up. Like, wants this for his birthday. Do you know what? If my child like turns to me one day and says, "Do you know what, Daddy? Can I have a evil devil spawn, please, to perform at my birthday?"
Oh yeah.
I'd understand it as much as I'd understand him having a clown.
In fact, I'd prefer the devil spawn to the clown.
I mean, it's a joke, innit? You know, like, I don't know, like, how are they entertaining in any way? How are they fun? Like, what? They're used to antagonise bulls to stop them from attacking the matadors, right? And we're using these same fucking twisted bastards to entertain our children. I'm not having it.
Not having this.
Not fucking having it.
And if you can't see at the moment, but like normally I've got my notes in front of me every week. Normally Ed has notes in front of him every week, but this week you really didn't like this film at all. Fuck this. You said your back is up against the wall. Yeah. You have no notes in front of you. You don't give a fuck right now.
Couldn't give a fuck. Like, there's nothing else to say. I think I might be a bit pessimistic as we go through this, and I apologise. I will try. But yeah, it was wank. What's the dad called?
Kent.
Yeah. Cunty Kent. Right. He looks a bit like Matt Damon, doesn't he? He's just a fat Matt Damon. So
very poor man.
Very poor. I'm gonna call him Fat Damon from now on. Okay. So this twat, as you've said, dresses up like a clown.
Yes. So So his wife calls him when the clown cancels. He's at work. He's a realtor. He finds a mysterious chest with a clown outfit in the basement of the house.
Right.
Decides to put it on.
Right.
Calls himself Dumbo the Clown.
Yeah.
Okay, so entertains the kids, falls asleep, next morning wakes up and struggling to get the costume off. No idea what's happening, cannot get this fucking thing off. He even tries fucking power tools and Stanley knives to cut this thing off, ain't working, fucking cuts through the power tools.
But he cuts it in the most fucking retarded way. Like, so he can't get this... Yes, you know, how do you take a jumper off, Will?
I would grab the bottom and pull it over my
Bottom
head.
up, doesn't try that. Tries to go from the fucking sleeves,
It's
the
a onesie. It is a onesie, so you'd need to get your arms out first, wouldn't you?
It's a top and bottom, innit?
No, it's a one skin suit.
How did he get in it in the first place then? Through the head?
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I'm not having that. Well, anyway, so he decides to take a fucking big sharp Stanley blade and fucking try and cut along his wrists.
Yeah.
Or he thought, this is a bad idea. But you look like a clown, mate. Fucking do it. Take your life. I'm not telling all clowns to kill themselves. I'm just saying.
It very much sounds like that.
Oh, I mean, it is a joke profession. It's a joke.
Episode 9, and we've got another pair of people that Ed hates. We've got children, women, old people, people that pretend that they're young people,
Yeah.
and clowns.
But you can blame the child for this. If this fucking little idiot didn't like clowns, the dad would have turned up with just a fucking Scalextrics like a normal fucking shit dad and buy his love rather than dress like a fucking clown.
So, not just that, he cannot get this suit off, he's got the nose cannot go off, and his wig is, like, glued onto him. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
His wife comments, when she's taking a look, it's like, have you dyed your hair? He's like, no, this is a fucking wig. He's like, doesn't look like it.
Did you perm it as well?
Did you perm your hair? That would be the first question, surely. You're not dyeing it. Like, we're not in the fucking 80s, dude.
Did you crimp this?
So in this, she gets some surgical clamp things to try and get rid of his nose, to pull the nose off. They just assume that someone's played a prank on them, they've glued it on. She yanks the fucking nose off, and half of his nose comes with it.
Yeah.
Dog eats it.
Yeah.
Like, just first bit of horrible blood. It's gross.
Yeah, but at least got that fucking stupid nose off. Like,
You'd rather his nose be red from blood? Would that make a less scary clown?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, it's red regarded. No, okay, so this is ridiculous. So he, just going back, he falls asleep with this suit on.
Yes.
Right, at the birthday, after trying to get a bit of nookie with his wife, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody having sex with a fucking man dressed like a clown.
I guarantee there are people out there that would fuck a clown. Specifically because it's a clown.
Oh, that's sick.
I guarantee you someone out there will.
All right, fine. Well, she doesn't. She's got sense.
She's normal.
So he falls asleep in the clown outfit, then goes to work the next day to try and borrow power tools to get it off, right? This is what we're meant to believe it. Okay, right.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great.
Rightly so, this is a bit worrying. Fucking suit ain't coming off.
Oh, and he can't piss.
Well, yeah, he's dying for a fucking... He even mentions it. I'm gagging for a piss.
Yeah, he went the whole day without pissing because he couldn't take the suit off.
Yeah. He'd be extremely dehydrated because he can't... He was like, I won't drink.
Don't even have a zipper.
No. Imagine how bad he smells in there.
Ooh.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Very sweaty.
The noise it made as well, it sounded really leathery. It was like this. And it wasn't even a fun clown suit. It was horrible. It was like just dirty.
I think that is kind of meant, I guess.
Okay.
For later on, but yeah, you're right. So to try and find out what the fuck this suit is about, he's trying to figure this. See, he goes to work to try and find out where the person who lived at the old house was, where he's found this. Gets a name, and in the process coughs up some horrible slime onto his assistants. A nice little added touch there.
Yeah. And this is all the while trying to disguise that he's dressed like a clown.
He's dyed his hair.
Yeah.
He's put on a fucking woolly hat.
He's got a public masturbator trench coat over the top, like sneaking around the town.
You look worse. You look more like someone needs to stop you now.
Well, you look like you're a clown trying to hide the fact that you're a fucking clown.
Embrace the clown, dress up like a clown.
At this point, you've got to.
Well, surely, yeah, you could just be like, I've got a kid's birthday that I've got to do now. I'm just going to run in just to pick up some stuff. But like you say, he's hiding that he's a clown. You look worse. Yeah. So he finds out named Martin Carlson, previously in the house, but he's dead. And now it's even further down the fucking shitter. No idea. But what he did notice is the logo or the initials that were on the chest where he found the clown suits.
Yeah.
And now, when he's trying to research the suit, he goes into a costume shop to try and find what the fuck is this. And he sees an advert with the same logo, with the same initials. Takes the paper and calls up. And so then this is where we meet, or at least hear the voice of Herbert Carlson. Now, classic any film trope, you need a weird European guy to play something in the film. Call this guy. I always just picture him in Armageddon. Right. He's the weird Russian in the space station in Armageddon.
Okay.
So Herb over the phone tells him straight away, don't fucking touch the costume. Don't touch the clown costume, please.
And Fat Damon just says, buddy, I'm wearing it.
but I'm wearing it. Come on, Fat Damon. So Herbert then, you see him panicking, trying to gather all his notes, and he's trying to say, oh, no, don't worry, it'll be fine. And shit's about to go down. They arrange to meet this night just to try and get this fucking thing sorted. But one of the best things in the next scene when they meet up Me and you had a very big laugh about this. Like, in the horror films that we're reviewing, we obviously focus on the big scares, but we haven't really focused on a big fucking laugh out loud moment. And this is definitely one of them. So you know what I'm going.
Yeah.
So Fat Damon, he's walking around. He turns up at the where they're going to meet. He's walking around the inside the costume shop trying to find him. He's like, "What the fuck's going on here? It's all dark." And suddenly, one of the mannequins moves and it's her.
Yeah. So there are 3 mannequins behind him, right?
Yeah.
Like totally still, totally silent for about 3 seconds, and then all of a sudden he decides to move and go, "Oh, hello, nice to meet you." As if like why? What?
Well, that's it. If he was planning to just knock him out or kill him right then and there, I get it. But no, he comes in and greets him.
Yeah.
So like, we've got to take the assumption that he must have been stood there for even longer than just the time it was on screen.
He's lurking, yeah. Weird European guy, he's playing up to it. But yeah, maybe he was like trying to find out like how far gone this guy was.
Yeah, very good call.
He knows what this suit does.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just a total freak and he was jacking it in a dark corner.
I'm going with the latter option. Okay. So Carlson sits Fat Damon down and starts explaining to him the history of the clown, right? And how they are originally called Cloyne from in the Scandinavian regions and countries. Right. They lived in the cold, snowy mountains and they lured children from the local villages to eat.
So, this shit I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Right? There has to be some dark, twisted place where fucking clowns come from, right?
Yeah, okay.
And it turns out they're all fucking child eaters from Sweden or fucking the Nords somewhere. This is why I've never trusted clowns, why they scare me, and why other people should also fear them.
Yes. Well, I just thought this was the origin story of most Tory politicians, but...
Can we go an episode without fucking injecting your political agenda?
I'm just bashing Tesmes.
All
right. So they would lure children away from local villages, eat them, but they would take 5 kids a year, 1 for every month of winter.
Okay.
So in this bit, I wanted to bring up.
Is it like? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Is this like a hibernation thing? Do you think? They need
the sustenance to get themselves through the year. Yeah, 5 kids a year.
What if you get a really fat kid first day? Mm-hmm. Would that see you through for 2 months?
No, I don't think so.
What if you ate twins 1 month? Does that count for 2?
That would count for 2. I don't necessarily think it's you eat 1 child a month. I think it's exactly what you just said. It's a hibernation thing. They will hibernate for 5 months in the winter months, right?
Okay.
So they would just before that at some point they would just need to eat 5 kids.
And what about just really small people? What about vertically challenged people?
A midget?
Yeah, can you say midget?
Oh, I don't know. Someone will tell me off. Apology corner coming next week.
Little people.
Little people. I don't know if that could be bad as well. Dwarfs. Is that bad?
Oh, I don't know.
Who knows? That's a great question, but I think no, because I think it's the idea of maybe the innocence of a child.
One of the fucking children this prick ate was not innocent.
No, but still, a child nonetheless.
All right.
Who's just too busy killing noobs.
All right, fine.
So, in this explanation, we get this fucking badass prop. I love a good book in a horror film because they're always cool. But here's where we got our jump scare, and this is where I want to play one of it from Ed's.
Okay.
To entertain children.
Oh, that's lingered far too long. So I think you heard me. I said, "Oh, that's lingering far too long." So what happened is he's looking through this book and it's showing the progression of these fucking evil cave-dwelling monsters into the clowns that we have today.
Yes.
In my opinion, I see no fucking difference. But anyway, they get to this final page and it's a traditional-looking, creepy fucking clown. He's just diddled or killed or eaten a load of kids, and he's just staring at this one page, and I'm like, oh, it's lingering far too long in this, and it does nothing. The clown winks or something.
I think it's just eyes open.
Yeah, and I absolutely shit myself because that form of a clown is the scariest for me. Just a traditional looking plain clown.
Circus clown,
That's
right?
not fucking circus clown.
Just a standard circus clown.
Yeah, just some prick who needs to rethink his life and decides to wear makeup.
But that's always like the main argument that for horror film clowns, in the sense that, you know, the original Tim Curry It versus the Bill Skarsgård It.
Yeah.
You know, one was just a clown, the other one was a clown that they tried to turn scary, right? And you are the best person to ask on that, considering you are afraid of clowns. But what I loved about that is that it wasn't like a straight up screaming, you jump scared me. The noises you made, and then behind that you can hear such heavy breathing. Like, it's almost like you're trying to calm yourself down, like, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real.
But unfortunately, clowns are real. So this is the problem. I can talk myself out of being scared of the paranormal, but fuck me. I stumble across a matinee performance of the circus. I'm likely to see a pissing clown.
So while going through the book, Kent passes out. We figure out he's been drugged by Carlson. And as he wakes up, he's tied down and obviously very worried. And Carlson explains to him the only way to kill this curse is to chop your fucking head off, mate.
Yeah, who didn't see this coming? Like, this guy that frantically got you to come to his house as soon as possible. He didn't have any bad intentions for you whatsoever.
Hid in the dark corner as a mannequin.
Exactly. You know, this suit is really taking over, like a clown by fucking body and a clown by fucking mind.
So yeah, he explains it's not just a costume; it's real skin and hair of the demon, and it's taking over you. It will take over you.
Which I don't know. Which is I guess kind of sets up a cool premise for a film. Like,
Yeah, I think it's cool.
yeah, it's like that Simpsons episode where Homer gets a new haircut. He finally gets a toupee, and it's come from Snake's old do. And
I know you are, but what am I?
And yeah, he puts it on, and all of a sudden he's like rolling up his fucking cigarettes in his sleeve, and he goes out on a rampage trying to kill everybody who wronged him.
So you point that finger at me and saying, "Can I not go an episode without Tory bashing?" But Mr. Simpson's over here.
Yeah. Simpsons done everything. I'm just saying, I think it's a cool idea.
It's great.
I mean, I don't think they give me much of an explanation about how said demon was skinned. Firstly skinned and sewn into this fucking just awful clown costume. But hey, look, let's not query that.
So he breaks free. They have a little bit of a tussle. He gets a fucking cleaver to the shoulder, but ultimately comes out on top. What we see then is that he actually ties up Carlson and shoves him in the back of his car.
Yeah.
He drives home, but his wife and everyone, they don't believe him. Kind of rightly so.
Yeah.
If your husband or your significant other or whatever comes up to you and says, right, gotta believe me, love, this clown outfit that I've not taken off for 3 days now, it's a demon and it's taking over me.
Yeah, well, Bozo the Clown literally turns up on your driveway saying he's got a man locked in his fucking boot, dressed like a clown, coughing up slime. You're like,
oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm washing my hands of this.
Yeah. Fat Damon, we've had 10 good years. I think we should see other people. Although, they...
Non-circus people.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna fucking try an acrobat or something. Like, the dad in this is a dick. Like, the wife's dad.
Oh, yeah. Straight up bellends.
Straight up is like, get away from him. Like,
he is that absolute knobhead who hates his daughter's husband.
Yeah.
Every chance he gets, he goes in with a quick jab whenever he's not there.
And this is his time of need. He's like begging them, like, you have to believe me. Come see. But then you also see in this, he busts his friend's arm.
Oh, yeah.
Right? In a sort of a little, not a tussle, but his friend comes to see if he's okay, try and like calm him down, put a hand on his shoulder.
I think he then actually says, you got to take the wig, just take the fucking wig off.
Okay, sure. But then as a reaction, he like just pulls his hand away or like, but snaps his hand. So this guy's getting some form of fucking,
worldly fucking strength, powers and shit.
Fucking demon strength, retard demon strength.
So no one believes him. He gets back in the car, where Carlson's managed to free himself a little bit from the restraints. They have another tussle in the car, which leads to a big car crash, and the classic disorientated Saving Private Ryan slow walk away from the scene. And this is where we get a real first image of that the demon's actually properly taking over Kent's here. His belly starts rumbling, and he is laser focused on the fact that he can see two little kids in the back of a car, and it's like, I'm hungry, I need to eat these little kids. These little kids are tasty.
That noise, the noise of his belly rumbling. It's not a belly rumble. It's horrible. It's like
gurgle.
it's like a liquidy gurgle. It's like the sound that you get before diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like, that has not done well.
So he manages to come just the last minute, gain a little bit of normality, and instead of going more for the kids, he shoots off, runs into the woods, while we hear Carlson shouting back at him, "You've got to kill yourself. Just kill yourself.
Kill yourself!"
So while in the woods, we see a load of scouts or whatever they are. They're all camping. And Fat Damon, he asks for a bit of food from one of the campers that's walked away. And instead of taking the food that the kid's offering him, he bites his fingers off.
Yeah.
And so he's got a taste for human blood, child blood now.
Yeah.
So Kent takes refuge in one of the properties that he has. Obviously, he has the keys to everywhere. He locks himself in, but as he's trying to get into the house, the next door neighbour's little kid sees him and obviously takes a shine to him. We have another little kid that likes clowns.
But he's not a fucking clown. Like, he's covered in blood, shit, and goop. His outfit is haggard. He's half a nose, and this horrible makeup that is now sort of converging with almost skin and scales.
Yeah.
He's turning into a monster.
Yes.
How does he look? I just don't get it. Like, how is that by any way something that a child should run up to and be like,
"Oh my God, clown, blow me a balloon!" No. Well, no, perfect, because the next thing we see is he's in the mirror and he's realising, holy fuck, my white face paint is coming back after I've tried to I've washed this fucking thing off. He sees more that it's taking over, and he calls his wife up. This is the first time they've spoken since the tussle, and apologises to her, but then hangs straight up. Wife is obviously quite worried.
Yeah.
We cut back to Kent.
best scene in the film.
Fucking best scene.
Best fucking scene in the film.
Gun in mouth.
Yeah.
Blows his brains out. Boom. Colourful blood.
Oh, it's so good. Rainbow blood behind. Like,
Absolutely.
literally, they should have just put like in the background as well. I thought that was so sick.
Oh, dude, I was so just a great little stupid touch that they can add into the film. Right?
And
Not needed. But,
And one less clown in the world.
well, so we think.
Oh yeah, shit.
Because obviously he comes back to life. Fucking bullet ain't gonna do shit to this guy. But multicolored blood. Do you think that makes a difference if he has poo in his blood in his poo?
It's like multicolored shit. What do you think his jizz is like? Do you think he comes like, like silly string, like colourful silly string, like party streamers? It's like
now I do it.
He farts bubbles.
Yes, he has to.
And like, he doesn't piss out of his Johnson anymore. It comes out of the flower on his toupee. His toupee. What do you got? His lapel. Apology corner.
So realising that it's going to take more than just a bullet wound to the head to kill himself, Kent is then seen in a local hardware store where he's picking up a couple of saws.
Yeah.
A couple of circular saws.
Yeah.
And just creates this fucking badass suicide machine.
Yeah.
Side note, great band. But it's just so fucking cool. And this whole while he's putting this fucking contraption that could be off of the Saw films.
Yeah.
It's just got this wonderful clown music playing in the background. I can't remember what the song was called, but it's just almost like a swaying number. Yeah. Like, oh, what a great song. Again, just really sets this scene completely opposite to how it should be.
Yeah, fuck, it's horrible. But like, my issue with this scene is, Fat Damon is a realtor, right?
Yes.
He strikes me as the most impractical man ever.
Realtors can't do fucking shit.
Oh, he's got the softest lotioned hands possible for all the limp handshakes that he has to give out daily. Like,
are you dealing with weird realtors at the moment?
possibly. Like, he masturbates with a fucking latex glove on. And
Exfoliate, masturbate.
and this prick I'm meant to believe that he's developed and created this horrible mass torture killing device.
It's fucking cool.
It's
but,
cool.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't strike me as a handyman, I don't think.
Yeah.
So multiple attempts to throw his chair back so he would fall, landing neck first into the two blades. He keeps backing out of it.
Balls it.
And then we converge on this last attempt. The kid next door comes back into the room just as Kent completely backs out of this attempt. Knocking the two saws together, they hit each other. One bit of the blade splinters off, goes straight through the little kid's chest, dead instantly, straight to the floor.
Is it bad I was happy?
About the kid dying?
Yeah. You brought this on yourself. I just wanted to say, you did this to yourself.
You little shit.
You little fucker. Like, there is this horrible, horrible, creepy man.
Yeah.
That is currently more clown/monster than human.
Yeah.
Told you to piss off once already in a shady sort of motel-looking house.
Yeah.
And he's come round trying to offer him some fucking sugar puffs, right?
Yes, pretty much.
Deserved it.
So Kent is then seen tasting the blood of the little kids.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
He's going. This is it. Yeah, absolutely.
He's already tasted a little fat kid's digit, and now he wants the whole thing.
Now he wants the nerd's body.
He wants the whole body.
So,
and he's already dead. You know, the kid's already dead. I was like,
shit, we killed him. May as well rob him.
Exactly. Go for it, mate. Because he has been told he needs to eat 5 kids.
Yeah, he's been told that the historic clowns would eat 5 kids to get them through the winter months. He's not been told that he may be released after eating 5 kids.
Right. Okay. Well, fine. But I kind of thought just eat it, mate. Yeah.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
He's still got a little bit of decency hanging on in there. So while tasting the blood, Meg, his wife, arrives and she's guessed that he's in these houses that he's selling, knocks on the door and convinces him, says, look, I believe you. I believe you. We'll get through this together. Just please, please, please come home. And she persuades him. And you think, oh, wow, did not expect that to happen. As he gets in the car, though, camera pans back and we just see a pile of children's bones.
Give me my bones!
So, Ed, as we go through this film, I want to add a little feature. I need a child death count, preferably a noise. So hit me with the child death count noise.
What, to signal every time someone dies?
To signal every time a child dies. So we've got 1 on the child death counter.
Potato!
Jesus Christ, that's what we're going with.
I wanted to keep it light.
Kent is seen tied up in the basement, chained up, and Meg starts... She does believe him, and she starts researching the Carlson brothers and clowns in general. She goes back to the house where Kent found the outfit, and she sees a video camera in the corner and starts watching the footage. Back home, Kent persuades Jack, his little son, who's come home from school, persuades him to let him loose. And they have a little discussion before he lets him loose, and this figures out that Jack's being bullied by a little shit called Colt. So once Jack releases Kent goes straight to Colt's house. Let's go.
Is this sort of daddy protection, or is he just like, oh fuck, okay, great, now I know where another child lives, I'm gonna go eat him?
Definitely part 2 of that.
Oh, okay.
Definitely part 2. So, cut to Colt's house. This little shit is killing some noobs on Halo Online, I think. And then in the background we see Fat Damon, Clown Kent, enter the house, and... Child's death counter. Can I get another chime?
What, the same one?
Well, up to you. You're the child death counter.
Potato!
Okay. We are up to 2. Little shit Colt gets killed.
Do you know what pissed me off about that, though? Like, there was just the most inappropriate photos of him on the wall. Like, he's like a fucking 10-year-old boy, and there's like these... You know, like how fucking... pikey families get these glamour shots taken of the family on a white backdrop and they're all wearing the same clothes to show how close-knit their family are.
Yeah.
It's not fucking cool, it's weird. They've done this for him. He's got one with like a tank top on, like looking cool, posing like smouldering. Then one with his shirt off. He's like, this is a 10-year-old boy. I guess that's it. Painting a picture, but people fucking do that.
it's kind of weird. But any parents that let their kids have nunchucks, I think also.
Oh yeah, he did have nunchucks. So nearly nunchucked your ass.
So as we mentioned quite earlier on, the family dog, ate the red nose that Meg pulled off Kent's face, right?
Yeah.
So now we get this scene where the dog has now grown his own white face paint and his own dog clown, evil
clown dog,
demon
yeah.
thing, and goes and attacks and is about to lunge for Meg. Just in the nick of time, Carlson has somehow managed to get out of hospital and handcuffs and kills the dog and starts explaining to Meg about this fucking suit, that he once wore it to cheer up terminally ill kids that his brother took care of.
Here's your first fucking problem.
Okay.
Honest to God, if I was terminally ill,
Yeah.
the last thing I fucking want is a fucking twat dressed as a clown to come round to try and cheer me up. Seriously. How's that helping? He's there, like, come to fucking spread joy and cheer. Well, no, I need a fucking cure, mate. Or, you know, maybe some more money for a...
Is there a cure in that balloon?
Yeah. If you know, like the Make-A-Wish things, you know, I'm hoping that they'll send me Steven Gerrard and I get fucking Bozo the Clown.
Better than Pogo the Clown.
I don't know who that is.
John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing he wasn't a nice clown.
John Wayne Gacy killed a lot of kids. He's a real life serial killer.
And a clown. This is my fucking point.
And a clown.
Why do people like clowns? So what? He did it dressed as a clown.
He would kill kids. He'd kill little boys, and he would entertain little boys as parties as Pogo the Clown.
He'd go as a clown.
And
then kill little boys.
I think he would probably pretend that would be his way in. I think, to get into the kids, and then he would kill them in a little crawl space he had.
This is exactly the reason why I don't ever want to see a clown. Like, this is exactly it. Because I knew if I had a clown as a child, I'd either end up raped or murdered.
That is it. There is no middle ground.
Like, no middle ground. They'd find me with a fucking white makeup all over my neck. A red nose jammed up my butthole, and a big rubber daisy fucking jammed down my throat.
So as Ed alluded to earlier, this is where Carlson explains that he doesn't know how he got out of the clown suit. He was fully demon, but he just woke up in the morning one day and he was out. And what is then explained and what is then shown, alluded to, I guess, more on the videotape, is that his brother had actually fed him 5 of the terminally ill kids, and this put the demon to rest.
Is that okay?
Feeding a demon clown terminally ill children?
Yeah. Is it lesser of an evil?
I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot barge pole.
I found myself thinking about this because I was thinking, I mean, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Because I would then advise Fat Damon, if you can't find any terminally ill kids, like, send them to the orphanage at least. Well, do you know what I mean? I just feel that that's slightly better.
Uh-huh.
Because who are they going to complain to? Their parents.
Whoa.
No, okay.
We're on uneasy ground here.
Come on, don't make me feel like an absolute horrible person here.
No.
To kill a terminally ill child,
Yes.
is better than killing a healthy
Yes.
child.
If we have to pick the lesser of two evils, to kill a terminally ill child is probably better off on your conscience.
Okay, see, yeah, okay, good,
Yeah.
good. You're just as bad as me then. You've said it. Okay.
Oh, God damn it. You wrote me in.
Okay, cool.
So after seeing the bones in the basement and the fact that Fat Damon has now escaped, both Carlson and Meg, they go straight after him, and we get to Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah, okay.
which for all you Americans we didn't really have in England.
It's just soft play, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I remember as a kid Charlie Chalks.
Yeah, Charlie Chalks.
But it's soft play.
Yeah.
We call them nuts here.
Yeah.
We just call it soft play.
They used to have them like attached to Maccas, didn't they? Sometimes as well.
Yeah, little soft play section in the back of a big Macca's.
Oh, Wacky Warehouse.
We did have Wacky
Wacky Warehouses.
Yeah.
That was badass.
Real good. But quick question then. So the next scene that we're going to get into, we have nephews. We play with them in soft
Yeah.
play. Are you ever going to go into the soft play ever again? Looking, are you not going to be now just looking for a clown in kids' tunnels?
Oh, that's a good point. Because you're right. With fucking, but before lockdown, you know, we'd go there every other week because fucking, it's like catnip to these little fuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's probably the coolest thing in the world to do when you're
Just running around
mini.
a colourful fucking soft area.
No, but you're right. Yeah. I mean, a fucking weird predatorial clown could be lurking around any corner.
There you go. Always remember that, Ed. So kids are playing, and one jumps into the ball pit, claims that someone's been pissed in there, but gets out. A lot of blood on him. So this is alluded to, but this is meant to say that he has killed another child here. So, child kill counter.
Potato.
We're up to number 3. Next, we just get a random kid in the soft play area. He's walking around the tunnels looking for his brother.
But it turns into this absolute labyrinth of a maze. All of a sudden, there are endless tubes and passageways. Like, I just imagine, like, this is what a hamster would be like when you get one of those big tubey hamster runs that we used to have.
Yeah.
Just like an inordinate amount of fucking tubes
Loop-to-loops and shit.
per hamster. And also, there was 1,000 children in this fucking soft play a minute ago, and then now he's managed to find the very quiet end with no fucker in there.
Where a fully grown adult male clown can rest.
Yeah.
But good on this little kid. He saves his brother.
Yeah.
Brother gets away, but then in turn gets devoured by Clown Kent. So, child kill counter.
Potato.
We're up to number 4.
I like this scene though. I shouldn't have said that. I don't like this at all. But I like the way they sound this alarm, and I don't know. Maybe places of children's play have this because it was like a fire alarm, but it wasn't. Like the parents knew. It was like a rape alarm. Like there's a diddler in the ball pit. They pull this alarm, and
Diddler.
everyone fucking legs it. Everyone's going out, and there are very few masters around. Right, there's so many children.
Masters?
Well, yeah,
They're not stray dogs.
well, there are very few parents, and you just see this medley of like a few like parents like, Billy, where's Billy? But the majority of it is just children going wild. I just thought it was really funny. Like they sound this alarm and a SWAT team comes in to fucking find the sex pest who's breathing really heavily onto the bubble of the cage.
Do you reckon they have different alarms for different kinds of diddlers and threats to the kids?
I'd like to think so. Like, what do you mean? Like, so?
The alarm for a killer clown in the tunnels is slightly different to the alarm of Gary Glitter has just turned up.
To be fair, it's all the same ending, isn't it? So probably not.
So after a showdown in the mini golf area, the clown, makes a bargain with Meg to say, if you bring me one more child, I'll let your husband go.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I know where Jack is. So, Meg, having heard this, she leaves Carlson to the police, just, because fuck him. I don't need you anymore. And fucking kidnaps a stray child, as Ed has pointed out. The alarm's gone off, there's fucking pandemonium, fucking kids running around everywhere without parents. She picks up a kid.
God, is it wrong that my mind went to this, though? It would be so much easier to be a child molester as a woman.
Jesus. Wow.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Yeah, so when these alarms are going off, like, she's the only one walking the other way to go find the clown. And she has been told that
how delicately you're starting.
That she needs another child, and before she gets said child, she starts creepily walking up to another stray child who doesn't have a master currently, and is about to take her. and the mum comes in the nick of time and says, "Oh my God, thank you so much for creepily staring at my child and walking towards him." If a bloke had done that, I mean, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Like that, he'd be hung, drawn, and quartered.
Tarred and feathered on the spot.
Exactly. I would form a posse and chase him with a pitchfork. But no, it's a woman. Women aren't molesters. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying any way is right. It's horrible. It's a horrible subject to talk about. But I imagine they get away with it more so than men.
So she picks up a stray child, and she takes the little kid to drop off for the clown, and she does have a conscience though. So last second, she suddenly changes her mind. She tries to get the kid back in.
Yeah.
But rightly so, the kid is now fucking terrified at this point, so just fucking runs away. When the police happen to arrive, worst policing ever. Just points to Meg and just says, "Stay here."
Yeah.
And then goes after the kid. Does she fuck? She drives off because she's suddenly wary that, holy fuck, Jack, the clown isn't here. He's gone. He's double crossed me. He's going for my son.
Yeah. I think she made a fatal flaw here. She could have just given him directions to the nearest orphanage. That's when that's when it went through my mind.
She should have just said, "Look, mate, you're at a fucking Chuck E. Cheese, right? There's fucking numerous kids here. Why do I have to bring one to you in the middle of nowhere? Why can't I just lure one back inside and you take it now?"
Exactly. And look, there are kids all shapes and sizes here. There are going to be stragglers. There's probably a fat kid at the back you could easily pick off. I mean, it's natural predatory stuff, isn't it? You know, a lion will get the sick or the enable.
The weakest of the herd.
Exactly, it's just natural selection.
The herd becomes stronger for it. Isn't that drunk science though? Like, you feel like you become smarter when you drink because like alcohol kills off brain cells. But isn't it like natural selection? So it kills the dumber brain cells first, so you actually become smarter.
None of that made sense to me.
We're not drunk.
Ow. I would though. You don't necessarily have to outrun the predator, right? You don't have to outrun the clown.
Yeah.
You just have to outrun one other person.
Percy, the fat kid.
Exactly. So like, quickly kick him in the shins and then leg it off. Like, yeah. Your sacrifice will be appreciated. We'll come back for you.
No, we won't. Okay, so we're heading into the climax of the film, right? So Meg bombs it back home. She realises that clown's fucking done her over here. He's going after Jack.
Yeah, my tasty treat of a kidnapped child did not work.
Tasty treats. Please don't call kids tasty treats.
That did feel weird coming out.
She gets home. She realises the clown's already in the house. She goes straight to her door. She at least bumps into her dad, who's there, douchebag dad.
Yeah.
He's apparently seen the bones in the basement, and he's basically telling her, "I'll help you. I'll help you get through this."
Yeah. Just again making this guy even weirder and fucking unlikable. But then, boom, fucking daddy gets his face ripped off.
Indeed, he does. The douchebag clown comes up behind, rips the lower part off. Just a fucking cool ass fucking scene.
And his tongue like just dropped out, like just dropped. I think that was
the Britney Spears from South Park, isn't it?
Yeah. That was a cool kill scene. But this is, you've seen Fat Damon now, and he is like full blown demon.
Oh, he is full demon.
So just to give you my sort of mindset of where I'm
weird
at.
Forehead and shit.
Big old weird and big knob on his forehead, big spiky fucking forehead. Like, this is now no longer scary for me.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer a clown.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a clown.
Yeah.
There was like the stages of this metamorphosis that was fucking petrifying through to just fucking stupid. So this currently is now at fucking stupid level.
Okay.
He
is that bottom of the barrel, or is there another level after that?
No, this is bottom of the barrel.
Okay, good to know.
Like, he's not just turned into a clown. He's turned into a full-blown fucking 8-foot monster.
Yeah.
Like, with claws and
with the
fucking...
claw.
Yeah, and fucking horn. It's like, okay.
Clown Kent and Meg, they're tussling about, obviously both trying to protect and or kill Jack. And Meg gets fully knocked out. She gets thrown into a cabinet. And the clown then shoots straight after Jack, who is hiding in, what is their basement's under construction or something. He's hiding underneath the steps. And then, classic horror film trope, the calm before the storm, the quiet, no music, no noise. Yeah. And then, boom, the hand comes through. It scared you a little bit. Boom, the hand comes through. Boom, the hand comes through another hole, creating different holes, bigger. And just before the clown goes full in to get Jack, Meg comes back in, saves the day, wraps a chain around his neck, ties him up against the boiler.
Leashes him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saves Jack, and fucking just, big sledgehammer blow to the back of the head. Boom, decapitated.
Takes the head off. But not fully.
Not fully.
This is pretty cool, because, like, I mean, firstly, would it take someone's head off? He's got a chain round his neck. And because he's wild now, like he's putting all his strength to try and get to the kid, he's cutting into his neck a little bit.
Yep.
And then a blunt force impact,
Kaboom.
the back of the head takes it off. Apart from like the last little strain.
It's got like probably a vein or two that's connecting it.
The mum pretty much bites through the last bit. I don't know if that happens, but like
in your head it might.
She has to cut through the last thing to like, oh no, now he's dead.
Now he's dead. Yeah.
So the head is entirely off besides one vein.
Yeah.
Still alive. Yeah. Still pulling party streamers out of his fucking never-ending pocket. But then snap that little bit dead.
Again, it's a fucking classic horror film, right? Double tap.
Yeah.
Fucking Zombieland tells you to do it.
Yeah.
They explain it in Scream. The killer is never dead.
One last scare, yeah.
There's always one last. But yeah, so as Ed says, she doesn't quite bite through it, but she does sever the last vein or whatever it is, and the body starts dissolving away, foams away. And the film ends is we cut to the coroners and basically the perfect clown wig. Not a scratch on the suit, not a scratch on anything, all put into evidence bags and put aside for the next person to put on. It's
like the Jumanji noise starts. The drums go like, instead of that though, just. But do you know what my takeaway for this was? Like at the end, do you know how I felt?
What?
I felt like all he needed was one more kid.
Yeah.
You know, he'd already killed 4.
Uh-huh.
I felt like, I'm
You've
not
committed
saying,
an atrocity.
Okay, yeah, you've committed 4 atrocities. Like, those children's lives are now in vain because we just cut the head off the demon anyway, which they should have done from the start, but now, no, he has eaten 4 children.
Yeah.
He got to the point of no return.
Yeah.
Just give him one more.
It's like,
just give him one more, and we'll never speak of this again.
It's like a bar of chocolate that's 5 segments. You know you shouldn't be eating it, but you're watching a film late at night, you've eaten 4, there's a single last bit of chocolate left.
You may as well finish it.
Just fucking polish it off, mate.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. those extra 20 calories after the fucking 5,000 you just consumed is irrelevant. I couldn't possibly hit that last chip.
Well, considering this is an Eli Roth film, there is no fucking hidden meaning, there is no subtle undertones, there's nothing subtle about this film or any of his films. But I guess the moral of the story is, leave clowning to the real clowns. Leave it to the professionals.
The fucking Tories.
Nice one then. Episode 9, Clown. Finito. Ed?
Yeah.
How you doing? You alright?
Wow, it's just stupid, wasn't it?
Just stupid.
It's fucking stupid. Like, thank you everyone who suggested it, but it's stupid. You're stupid.
So please, what we need, Ed, from you is a rating.
Okay, so can I just tell you my working?
Please do. Okay. Show you're working out. Extra point for working out.
Yeah. I was always really good at that in maths because I'd never get the fucking answers right. But I just draw every sum that I knew. Like one of them would fucking fit. So I'd be lying if I wasn't saying full on shat myself at points in this film just for the fucking the real clown bits. Like even the bit when he was just entertaining his child really just gets under my skin and gives me a genuine fear of dread. But this film wasn't that scary.
Yeah.
It got to a point where it was just a fucking demon, and I'm like, well, fuck you, demon. It wasn't the terror that I'd thought
It
by
wasn't
the
as
name.
punchy as it started out with.
No, and it wouldn't be fair to sort of like The Conjuring 2, where I shat myself from start to finish to give it a 5. So for that reason and that reason alone, although Clowns would be definite a number 5 for me, this has to be one under, a level 4. This is for fucking sleeping with the lights on.
You're sleeping with the lights on.
I am sleeping with the lights on.
Okay, nice. Clown gets a number 4, sleeping with the lights on. Eli Roth, well done, man. I, you know what? For your exact reasons, I thought you would go one less, just because the second half of this film was not that scary.
But
and you showed it while watching the film. You were laughing more than anything else in the second half. But end of the day, the first half shut you up.
I just hate clowns. And look, I'm looking at the movie poster now, and honestly, out of all of those on there, that's what gives me more dread.
Right, well, next week we're coming at you with the second instalment of And for Sides I'll Have. So, good news, there's no horror film to watch for you next weekend.
Woo-hoo, okay. I get a week of fucking well-rested sleep. No night terrors.
Are you still... Are you over the Conjuring 2 night terrors now?
Nearly.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good. I'll hang a picture of a nun in your room just to rekindle that then. Quick shout out though, in next week's episode of And for Sides I'll Have, we have got our first ever guest on the Horror Podcast. So big thank you to Michael from Wheel of Horror Podcast. We gave him a shout out last week. We were on his show and we were paying the favourite, and he's on ours.
Yeah, he's our guinea pig for the first interview show that we're going to do. And we'd love to say it goes well. It's very disjointed, but shit, it's kind of fun.
I enjoyed myself.
So, I totally enjoyed it. Yeah,
good.
Whether it's coherent or not,
it works at all. I've not even listened to the recording yet.
But he's great. It was great to do it with him. So yeah, I think we'll be doing more of this sort of stuff to try and get people on. Absolutely, and maybe not just from the horror podcast world either. Anything we can do, but. Yeah, watch this space. So hit us up, man. If anybody has got a topic or a film they want to review, anything, if you just want to talk fucking shop, let's hear from you. Absolutely. And in addition to that, just another reason that you should definitely listen to the show, we'll be announcing the rest of the films for February with a slight twist for the February films, which you can only find out once you listen to the episode. All right. Not even Ed knows. I'm not a fucking clue. I go into this blind every week. Absolutely. So as ever, we just want to say thank you to everybody who's listening, who's liking, who's sharing. We really, really appreciate it. Do keep it up. We want to spread the word. We're having a lot of fun doing this. We want to make sure people are hearing it and liking it too. So please do subscribe. Tell your friends. Hit the like, hit the follow, hit the share, all that jazz. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you to good friend. Thank you to Will Gregson. Happy birthday, buddy. I know it was a while ago, but as we're recording, it is just past his birthday. So many happy returns. Woo! Yeah. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Ed. Fuck you very much. Thank you. And fuck you very much to everyone who picked Clown. Nice one. Ta-ra. Ta-ra. We're going wrong in all of the right ways. Time again. We're going wrong in all of the right ways. We are live. Boom, 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 boom. Please swear. Fuck. Cunt. Bugger. Cunt. Me crab. Do we say cunt? We don't say cunt that often on the show, do we? We haven't, but we do. What? We haven't said it often, but we do say it. It has been dropped. The C-bomb has been dropped.